Luka Modric, a name that will turn heads, an ode to elegance, the art of control, of the first touch, of the easy pass. Throughout his career, the Croatian has charmed Western Europe with his technical fantasies. For him, it was never a question of being in the spotlight. However, the checkered metronome has managed to carve out a place for himself alongside the other stars of the game without appearing too flashy, without enjoying a bankable image. Modric is an anti-star of football in every sense of the word.
It's not often a player like that gets that credit, because normally he's a striker or somebody that has been wow. But this year, let's say last year was his year, so I'm happy that he won.
December 2018, Luka Modric wins the 63rd edition of the Ballon d'Or. The real midfielder ends the almost decade-long undivided reign of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. More than a simple coup, the Croatian has smashed the codes. Since the early 1990s, football's most prestigious individual award has been reserved for strikers and stars. Despite some rare exceptions, Luka Modric is one of them. Small, sickly, discreet, different, the former Tottenham player is not part of the cast of players who please the cameras, like Frank Ribery in 2013. The evidence is that this Ballon d'Or win is far from unanimous. Some even consider Modric to be a winner by default. To better understand this debate, we need to look at the CVs of the Croatians' main competitors. Cristiano Ronaldo, Antoine Griezmann, and even Rafael Varane. Like him, his two Madrid colleagues have won their third consecutive Champions League. For their part, the Frenchies have just snatched the World Cup from Modric's team. But it was the Balkan Goblin who won the Ballon d'Or. Greasy would be a victim of the meringue's success. Varane, for his part, would be automatically eliminated because of his status as a defender. As for CR7, he is mired in a huge extra sporting and legal controversy. A situation that Luka Modric knows well, perhaps a little too well. A few months earlier, with the Russian World Cup in full swing, the Croatian playmaker had his heart in the field and his head in the courthouse. Hook, bridge, and outside foot on one side, embezzlement, perjury, and corruption on the other. The Zadar native is in trouble and faces at least 5 years in prison. A possibility that contrasts totally with the performance of Zlatko Dalik's men. Croatia managed to reach the World Cup final for the first time in history, and if the one man would be the symbol of unprecedented performance, the captain of the Croatian national team would not return to his homeland as a hero. In the eyes of the Pannonian people, Modric the sportsman is untouchable. The man has lost the love of his countrymen. A rejection that finds its roots in the relationship with Zdravko Mamic, the former boss of Dinamo Zagreb. It was for him, the godfather of Croatian football, that Modric agreed to give false testimony. Paradoxically, it was also thanks to him that the 2018 Footballer of the Year was able to take his first steps in the professional world. But if Modric decided to keep quiet in front of the judge, it was probably for other reasons. The truth is that 99% of Croatian players would have done the same thing as Modric. I think he is absolutely afraid of what Mamic might do, because in Croatia, absolutely everyone is afraid of Mamic. In the midst of a dilemma, Modric has chosen silence as his shield. A singular silence that contrasts with what he has been able to demonstrate throughout his career. Shortly after his arrival at Real Madrid, the Cruyff of the Balkans was voted worst transfer of the year in 2012 by the White House fans. In the eye of the meringues, the Croatian is at the same level as Alexander Song, poached by Barca the same year. That is to say, not very impressive. Evidence of this? The evidence is that he has scored just 1 goal in 19 games with the same number of assists. In the hierarchy of Madrid's midfielders at the time, Luka Modric found himself behind Javi Alonso, Mesut Ozil, and Sami Khedira. The fact that Real spent 42 million euros to secure the services of the playmaker amplified the dislike of the player at first glance. But Modric has played hard to leave Tottenham and move to the Spanish capital. He did not hesitate to clash with the Spurs chairman Daniel Levy to secure a transfer. The Croatian may be discreet, but he is not lacking in character and will do anything to achieve his goals. His adventure at Madrid is a perfect example. Invisible under Jose Mourinho, glowing under Carlo Ancelotti. The shadowy Real man has made the BBC shine by providing them with all the media attention. In short, the Croatian is an invaluable addition to the White House's game, which will take it from the depth of La Liga to the heights of Europe. In the end, the step was not so high for the native of Zadar. As you will have understood, in an increasingly sterile football world, Luka Modric is a UFO. It's not just a question of talent or looks, but also of trajectory. If people will remember the horrors of the war in Ukraine, the leader of the checkered team already knew them. The young Luka went through the loss of his grandfather and the crash of the bombs when Yugoslavia broke up. All this before revealing his talent to the rest of Europe. His football has also well concealed the scars of his career. Anti-hero in Croatia. A star in spite of himself in Europe, football has its reasons that reason cannot fathom. One thing is certain. The story of the Croatian genius will be known forever. Do you consider Luka Modric to be one of the greatest players of all time? Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, don't hesitate to talk about our channel around you, to like, share, and to subscribe. We'll see you soon for a new video. Ciao!